Not sure if you can see what I see, but it's crazy how much fog's in the field this morning. And you can see that you kind of watch it changing colors as the sun starts to kind of rise up there a little bit. It's pretty cool, huh? It's getting a little brighter. It's kind of cool because it's kind of visual proof. It's so cool. A little bit brighter. It's so clear that his invisible attributes are clearly seen. And we are definitely without excuse. I mean, this wasn't created by chance or by accident. It's like my favorite, probably my favorite all-time singer who sings the truth of the Lord is Rich Mullins. I mean, he's with the Lord. He died. That's a reminder you need to wear seatbelts. Let's go play. Well, there it is. KAIWEETS. We're going to start off with a fresh, new P squared and a Members Mark 9-volt. I like it that it's not a twist until it breaks. It is a simply put it on, twist, and it stops. Now what we need to know is, does it work? So far, nothing. Let's double check our dial the battery pole to pole. Let me just hold it in there. Tongue test, this hurts. There's nothing in there. Oh my goodness. I didn't hold it long enough. I want to make... Hang on, come with me. I want to make sure this little fella works. That's pretty close. Needs to work closer than that, or further away than that. Okay, I'm gonna vote so far. I like it pretty good. That is vibration and racket with this little baton. One push, just vibration. One push, just racket. I don't know anybody that detects, unless they're making videos, that wants a loud, obnoxious pinpointer. So the next question is, does it hold your previous setting? It does. Just vibrate. Let's go do this. It's an old iron sound, but old iron is good. This thing, no matter what frequency I put all this on my detector, it still has interference, whereas others do not. So that is a nice piece of iron and a piece of pine straw to start the game off with. A most solid 36 to 40s right here. Okay. Maybe it's not as big as it appears. I'm in the woods. Obviously. Oh good, it's not as big as I thought. I like a pinpointer with a dial on it, because even though, I mean, it's deep. If you don't have, it tells how many inches it is. Oh, sensitivity's on medium. Wonder how you change that. That's the light. Nobody wants to read directions either, so I'm gonna hold this down. Sensitivity is on high now, with no noise. I was wrong for multiple different layers. It was on high. So here we go. We're going to take this thing's advice and we're gonna dig some pretty impressive holation in this heavy duty dirt like that. Since we're out in the woods, we're not going to begin to worship the dirt. We're simply going to take the pieces out. Yeah, I don't know what I can do about this. I'm moving farther away. Somebody buried this piece a little bit deeper than I like, but that's okay too. I think we're a little closer. This might take a second or three. This is a most interesting apparatus, as it has partial stone on top and it has very heavy on the bottom, yet it's metal. So what I'm thinking is, I know what it is. Do you know what that is? You can phone a friend, you can poll the audience, or you can 50-50. 50s to 60s. Head stamp, spent round, or aluminum oil. This thing is a little slow on the takeoff, but that's not what's important right now. It is right here. This is the most annoying sound. Okay, in this video, you have to tell me everything I find. This is a massive, I think it's going to be a hock. A hock is a hunk of concrete. If you go back, you can look at any video, and there's an acronym for everything. I'm not near my scraping trees. They're not far though. Look at that. Like it never even happened. Sound number, whatever it is, and I cannot find it anymore. $59 to $60. I've dug so many holes since I turned this camera on last time. This pinpointer so far lacks the depths that I desire unless it's a massive piece of metal. So let's dig a hole. This is some pretty doggone impressive holation I got going on here, considering the ground is like concrete. It's probably a matter of minutes. How did I miss it? It was a beautiful sound. There it is. It's still a beautiful sound. Oh, look at that. It's been too long. This is 72. Pretty rare. I've got a lovely 99 signal right here. We all know what 99 is. It's a hunk of steel. But the question is, what shape is the steel? We're hoping it's the shape of you or Ed Sheeran. Alright, it may be too big, but the good thing is it's in the softer terra. Got a feeling it's going to be down here. I mean, it's just a hunch. Like a punch. It is aluminum. That is aluminum. Aluminum. I do know what that is. Do you know what that is? Let's play the game. Right here we have a virtual myriad of SIGs. So let's give it the old 3-4. I'm hoping it's just a fence post because I need one. Anything else would just be a waste of time. Or a piece of rebar. Oh, it's right here. I can't believe it. It is a T-post. I've got to come back and get that. This is going to be even better. That is a deer scrape on the ground. $78 to $80. One could only hope it is a coin from the 1900s. Two could just be excited, and I'm in the two category. If it's metal. So far the KAIWEETS Pinpointer has not let me down. I smell gorilla poo. That's probably because I'm currently in South Carolina, way out in the woods. I came looking for the monkeys. But the monkey! This is deep. Give me a second. Still getting a beautiful signal, but it appears I am in solid stone. I want to see my picture on the cover. Oh, that's just a Civil War cannon. Useless. Even when you're using the around audio, it's still in the 80s. And those are the sounds we like, except I lost it. It's over here. I see it. It's this is rare. You're not gonna believe this. This is rare. This is a, oh my goodness. That is absolutely amazing. And pretty rare. That's crazy. Look at the scraping tree. Let that be a lesson to you, boys and girls. Just let that be some kind of lesson to you. 30 or 45. think I heard someone laughing at me. It's okay, I'll show them. Watch this. You take this out. Get down your pointer and you stretch out the bow. A lot of pinpointers are made to dig with, especially with that right there. Okay. I don't know, I know what you're thinking. I can't believe you're so rough with that pinpointer. There's a lot of children all over the world that don't have pinpointers to play with. Well, there's about 15 if you want one. I knew it. Neolithic, Pebalistic, bombastic rock. A lot of people don't realize that there's something out here. Walking around. A lot of people don't realize that I want to rock, and that some pieces of dirt have what's called aluminium foil, and it's made to harvest. I came down here and I was thinking about what to do with all the sorry, this takes about 13 minutes to pump up. What to do with all the dirt around here. I mean all the leaves where I'm detecting. And I was thinking about an old that's a piece of fence, farmer's fence. That's the farmer in the dell. I was gonna do like George said, kick it away, just kick it away. Now, I'm sure I'm not the 8th person for this to happen to, but there's a groundhog hole, or a GH squared, if you will. Let's assume the second H is silent, and you just have a GH, a groundhog hole. And they dig and dig and dig, and they kick treasures out on their own. That is a really big deal. I mean, we work together in unison. That was most likely in that hole, and he threw it out, probably by accident. That is a good chair leg or a table leg for a groundhog. That's the way we work together. I don't mind the low tones as long as it doesn't throw in a high tone right in the middle, because then you know you've got nothing. But a standard 68 to 74, no higher than a 75, 66 to 75, should be a pole. A pole is a POL. That is a piece of lead. Also, it's important to remember that when you clear a spot to dig something, now this is for all you beginners out there. I've been doing this a long time, and a lot of people say it takes years to completely manufacture and reproduce the processes you see in my videos to do this. It really doesn't. All you gotta do is go buy one and turn it on and get you a junk pinpointer and walk around. And if there's a Civil War buckle in right there and you've got a Walmart metal detector, you're gonna find it. Back to the seriousness though. What I was saying was, you notice the square that I opened here. You clear all that. That way you know that there's nothing, and it's up here. That way when you dig, if you miss it, it rolls just to right here. So you want to mark your spot. All you grumpy dudes are leaving the channel right now, which is probably best. I know the older we get as guys, we think we're smarter than everybody else. Well, I got some news flashes for you. But there's laws against it in South Carolina. This is a good 86 and 92 iron audio. Says it's still not iron. You cannot trust that. Now the question is, now that we've all aged a few days, KAIWEETS came on to the scene. You know what it is? This is actually the sound. I don't know if any of y'all ever watched The $600 Man back in 1940s or so, somewhere in the 1900s. But when he was running, that's the sound you would hear. I remember when I was in Japan, on the menu, there was something you could order called the $600 ham. And I said, I've seen that show. And they said, no, that's a $600 man. Man, I'm so close. I know what you're thinking. Why is the ground so soft? I don't have an answer for that. Straight up the providence of God. Right here in this spot, it's soft. And I went through your jewelry and I found some things in there. Took it to Panama City. Threw it on the beach. You know what I'm hoping this is? Don't say a piece of metal. That is so sarcastic. I'm thinking about training a groundhog. I'm getting a signal all around everywhere, and right there I get a pretty good signal, but I think we're going to take off this whole dermal layer, and then we're going to get down to the epidermal layer, and then we're going to see what we can do. I used this hand on the end of the arm, and I started pulling up, and I found it. It is a bucket lid. One of the coolest things about a bucket lid here is that the entire bucket is underneath it. And this bucket is full of really, really old dirt and rocks. Let's see. Everybody be quiet. This might be one for the history books, girls and boys. Well, there was nothing there. I think that's a pretty good lesson learned. For those of you who are getting just recently getting a shovel, I'm saving it for a pinpointer, I'm saving it for a camera or a plot of land to go dig some holes on. Choosers can't always be bootleggers. 32, off the face off. This part of oh, I don't think so. I don't mind a good 30 signal when it's solid, but bruh, can't handle a crunchy 30s. Nobody beats an Alder Plaza deal. Had my finger on that about a month. Let's just see, okay? We know that if there's a circle on one end and not on the other end, what it's gonna be. which is not difficult to figure out. Yeah, somebody put it on top right there. I've managed to dig underneath it, but it's right here. I feel it. Damn. Oh, look at that. That is an incredibly early harmonica leaf reed. Back when people, you hear a lot of stories about people, Neanderthals and Preanderthals and Geritol. I don't need your rocking chair. That is an early harmonica reed made by the Neanderthals. Their heads are really, really big, and their teeth are really, really big, and their mouths are big. So that's the reed. There were different sounds it would make. That is worth the harvest. My man purse is getting a little heavy. This is 78 to 90, but it did read a little bit of iron. There it says it did. But my man purse is getting heavy. I've got that harmonica reed. I've got that big hunk of aluminum. There it is. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. You know what that is? I know exactly what that is. That is a Vietnam era parachute flare. They were meant to disintegrate over time. Time won't give me time. And that's it. We're gonna man purse it and press on. And that may be the end of the journey unless we find something else. Always repopulate the pine leaves. A lot of people don't know what pine leaves are, but that's what AI is for. You know what? What is the difference between AI and a Google search? It doesn't seem any different to me. Thanks for watching my videos.